Hey crew, it's Mike with Riding in the Ozarks, and the rumors for 2023 models have started early. Somebody sent me a picture today. Want to know, do I think it's fake? Let's take a look. So here's the photo. Let's talk about the different components of it, what's changed. Then we'll talk about if it makes sense, and then I'll give you my opinion if it's photoshopped or if it's possibly real. So first thing that struck me, I noticed up there in the label, it has a TM after the Softail. That's for trademarked. Now, if you're looking at a US page for Harley Davidson on their website, it'll have an R there for registered. If you're looking at like the European site, it'll say TM. That indicates to me that this is coming from somewhere overseas, or at least the render was based off of an image that was used on a foreign website. Hard to say, but the quality of this is not very good. It's not nearly as good as original images that are released by Harley Davidson. So we're just going to do the best we can here. Now, the thing that really strikes me when I first look at this bike was the quarter fairing, cafe style fairing that like the Lowrider S has, and the Lowrider S style handlebars and gauges from previous years. In fact, here's a 2020 Lowrider S. And let's look at the fairing, the bars, and the setup, and the gauge, and all that, and tell me that's not pretty much a match. Now, the Lowrider S has inverted front forks, and this does not. But they are black up top, and they are blacked out down below with just chrome tube. That kind of reminds me of the Street Bob. And it's got wheels like the Street Bob, and it's got exhaust like the Street Bob. In fact, it has an air cleaner like the Street Bob 114. The engine is not like the Street Bob 114 or the Fat Boy 114 or the Lowrider 114 or any of those. In fact, this looks like the 107 with the chrome rocker boxes, no diamond cut on the jugs or anything like that. Now, if you look at like the Street Bob, it's got that diamond kind of cut, chrome look down the fins of the jugs. Same for the Lowrider. Now, the Fat Bob does have the same similar look, but it has blacked out rocker boxes, and this one does not. The other noticeable mod or change to this bike is the seat. Now, they did go as far as making sure, whoever was drawing this out, that they put rear pegs on this to match the fact that it does have a rear passenger pillion. Where did the seat come from, someone might ask? Well, it came from the Breakout. The Breakout has the chrome rocker boxes like this engine does in here, but it has kind of the diamond cut down the jugs, and this one doesn't. So I think this is a 107 engine that has had a 114 air cleaner put over the top of it. I'm sure the seat comes from the Breakout because of where the band is. I looked at all the two-up seats I could find on Cruiser stock on Harley Davidson, and this is the only one that came close to matching. Now, it doesn't quite reach the tank on this Softail Standard like it does on the Breakout. You'll see a little bit of a gap there that you don't see on the Breakout. Now, let's think about this. Does it make sense to make a special version of the most affordable bike that Harley Davidson offers in the Cruiser line besides the Sportsters? That's what it's been in the past. It's been the entry-level bike. The 107 engine it's had. It didn't get upgraded like the others did. Single seat. All these things to help keep price down low, single front brakes. So if Harley builds this bike, what are the differences between it and the next bike up, the Street Bob? Basically handlebars and quarter fairing, because they're both got 114. They're both got passenger pillions now. Both got single disc brakes. So it's a handlebar swap and a quarter fairing. That doesn't seem all that special to me. I mean, I can see why they might just do the 114 on the Softail Standard. Eventually the 107 is going to go away, but I don't think the quarter fairing is quite the right fit. That's just kind of my thoughts. It just doesn't quite seem like it makes sense to me to do this with the most affordable bike they have, and that the reason they made it the way they did was to keep it the most affordable bike they could offer to get you into the Cruiser line. The next question is, do I think it's possible that this is real? Or do I think it's photoshopped? I definitely don't think this is a finished drawing if it is real. I think this is a mock-up, whether it was somebody coming up with a prototype design and running it by somebody and it got leaked out, or if some guy on the internet just spent a bunch of time on Photoshop trying to make something he thought was cool and thought he'd slap it out there and see what people thought of it. If you look at the media shots for the 2020 Lowrider S, you'll see a gap between the triple trees and that quarter fairing that you don't see here. Here it looks like the quarter fairing's kind of rocked back against the triple tree and the fork tubes more, and I think that's to hide what was underneath that in the original image. I think that's slapped over the top and positioned to kind of just make it easier to hide things into what they thought was the best fit, trying to line the bars up with the angle of the forks and things like that. I can't find any production engines to have this 114 engine configuration with the chrome rockers, the 114 air cleaner, and the solid black jugs. They either have blacked out rockers, if they have blacked out exhaust, and they have the diamond cut jugs or something. So just, again, that makes me think they took a 107 and just slapped a 114 air cleaner on it. The solo seat that comes on the Softail Standard does have a little bit of a gap there, but I think that's intentional. The breakout seat is not designed to do that. Maybe the breakout has a slightly bigger tank. I didn't even go check the specs. But I'm kind of leaning toward this is a Photoshop deal, that this isn't real. I could be wrong. Maybe this is coming. You know, you guys leave me a comment. Do you think that this makes sense for Harley Davidson to produce? Do you think it's something they're looking at producing? Or do you think it's a fake? Well, either way, if I didn't share it out with you guys, somebody else was going to. So I figured I might as well get it out there. We can start talking about what might be coming in 2023. You guys, make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this bike. And, you know, give me your opinion. Real? Fake? Let me know. All right, guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you do that YouTube thing, you know what to do. Y'all stay safe. Keep on riding. We'll see you in the next one.